Okay, welcome back to the video tutorials for EDAR 422. In this tutorial I am going to go through some of the basic materials we need to make the stretcher and also go through the first part of the process in ensuring that we have the correct measurements and that we're well on the way to creating something that will fit together and won't wobble, and where we won't have pieces of wood that are different sizes. So you literally need to start off with your wood. I've already cut mine into half. You'll notice that when you see your wood that it's going to be a couple of meters long. Just for ease of this tutorial, mine's already in half. And we need a tape measure, a pencil, and a mitre square. Now, one of the very important things, as I've already said in this tutorial, is that when you're making a stretcher, that all the angles need to be absolutely precise. If you have an angle that's slightly bit off, you're going to have bits of wood that don't join correctly together. And apart from the fact that it looks a little bit unprofessional and it's a bit irritating to look at, when you actually start hanging those on a wall, they won't sit flush with the wall, and they may be at an angle, and you'll really be able to tell that the painting has been created on a stretcher that is uneven, and it just detracts quite significantly from the purpose of an actual image, from the purpose of a painting. So the first thing that we want to be doing is making sure that we're operating on 90-degree angles throughout the whole stretcher. So these bits of wood are actually cut in half for me at the timber yard. So there's no way that I can actually guarantee that these corners here at the moment are sitting at 90 degrees. Okay? So what I'm going to do first of all is measure out a 90-degree angle, and then I'm going to do all my other measurements from there. So I get a mitre square, which is like a big set square, and I measure out the line all the way down, and that is now telling me that that angle there is 90 degrees. So when I come to actually cut my wood again into the different shapes, I'll make sure that I remove that bit there, and that means that from that point on everything will be 90 degrees. Now, I've already measured out these pieces of wood, and I have worked out that I can actually create a stretcher that is 55 centimeters squared. I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger than the ones that you are making, just so that we can actually see what's going on the video tutorial. So I now need to measure out 2 times 55, which is going to be 1 meter 10. Okay. Now once again, I need to make sure that the other end of the wood is going to be sitting at 90 degrees. So I use my mitre square. And this is now telling me that between this line and this line here, that is going to be 1 meter 10. And at some point I'll then be able to split that into half and make sure that I've got my 2 battens that are 55 centimeters in length.